Just as the reigning Super Bowl MVP continues to be the talk of the town, he's also the topic of tonight's Roundtable. I'm now joined by Breland Moore and Jared Kohler.
Okay, guys, it's been 1 week now since Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs rewrote the history books with a 10-year extension for up to $503 million. So now that we've had a week to let it all sink in, what are your takeaways on the richest deal in sports history, Jared?
Yeah, I think, Dani, you actually put it in perspective for me because, first of all, that $503 million number, that's just banana land for me and everybody watching this at home. Any number after $1 million, it's like, what are we even talking about here, guys? But I think putting the time frame in perspective, thinking back, you asked, where were you 12 years ago? And I'm like, okay, I was 13. Cool. All right, cool. But more specifically, the Chiefs, where were they 12 years ago? 2008. That was the start of a down time period for the Chiefs. Herm Edwards, Todd Haley, Romeo Crennel, just not a lot of good football. Arguably the Chiefs' darkest time since the 80s. And now, thinking about the next 12 years, to me it kind of signals how we're not going back to that. No, we don't know how many Super Bowls the Chiefs are going to win. We don't know how many they're going to go to or even AFC championships. But I think we can all be confident that as long as Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are here, that the Chiefs are going to be good. They're not going to be an embarrassment. They're not going to be 2-14, 4-12. There aren't going to be fans in the stands wearing bags on their heads with Patrick Mahomes in town. And so that's what kind of speaks out to me, that 12-year number. But also the fact that Mahomes, he makes us proud to be Kansas Cityans because he's doing something that this town really hasn't seen since at least Bo Jackson. But now with Mahomes, listen, ESPN is blowing him up every day. There's no shortage of Mahomes headlines out there. And some fans outside of Kansas City may start to not like the Chiefs, but I think he brings that celebrity status, that recognition to Kansas City that we haven't seen before. And so that's really what kind of puts it in perspective for me.
Breland, what do you think about all this? I'm going to be 28 at the end of July, 24th of July, and I just am blown away by that figure in general. I can't even fathom making that much money at the age of 24. But also, I think it really is a testament to what Patrick has been able to accomplish and the faith that the Chiefs organization has in him that he will continue to accomplish that. Because, guys, remember, he has a ton of quarterbacks around him that are coming up on contracts. Even look at the draft class after him, right? Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen, those group of guys. There's no way that they're going to see numbers like this. So it's really a testament to the type of unusual and impressive resume that this guy has at such a young age. And the fact that they're willing to invest in him with the largest contract in sports history, man, that just speaks volumes to how much they trust him with this organization and how much he has already proven. When other young quarterbacks started coming out, and there were even national reporters who were like, oh, Deshaun Watson, step right up, or some of the other guys, you're like, no, this is not even close. Dak Prescott, you are not even in the same conversation as Patrick Mahomes, because in his first 2 years as a starting quarterback, he's already won this city a championship. He's put a ring on a thirsty fan base's finger, and he's been a league MVP, a Pro Bowl MVP, and a Super Bowl MVP. I'm sorry, if anybody in the National Football League deserves this kind of contract, it's Patrick Mahomes right now. And I think we all looked at that number and were not surprised at all when it came out. The length, I think, surprised me a little bit because you're like, whoa, a decade. Like you said, Jared, that's a lot. Like, what were you doing 10 years ago? What are you going to be doing 10 years from now? It just is hard to fathom that length of time, and especially being in one place for that length of time. But I do think that the biggest thing that comes out of this for me is that it's a very friendly contract, and you don't see that very often with these mind-blowing deals with quarterbacks. Usually the quarterback is the one who wins and the team is the one that takes the hit, and you look forward and you're like, man, well, you know, we're going to be sacrificing maybe success moving forward. But Brett Veach was the first guy to say, this is a win-win situation. It's a win for the team. It's a win for Patrick. Patrick gets the longevity he wants. He gets the money he wants. The team, meanwhile, has the flexibility to be able to bring in guys based on some of these negotiations within the contract and being able to pay other guys. Patrick wants to reward the guys who got him to this point and can help him win another Super Bowl. So I think that it's crazy to think that $503 million, $500 million, is actually friendly for both the team and the players. So everybody comes out a winner in this.